Manx Music Day here, our very first one. Lots of special guests popping in between now and 9 o'clock this evening. Jeff Jepson, a singer-songwriter, is with us, and we're delighted now to be joined by Mandy Griffin. Morning, Mandy.
Good morning, Ben.
Now, we're delighted to have you here because you're very busy at the moment because you're in rehearsals for Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, which opens a week on Monday.
A week on Monday, so not very long to go at all now. Rehearsals have been quite full on. Some of the cast have been rehearsing 12 hours a day, actually, for the last 2 weeks. I haven't, thankfully. But it's all coming together. It's that moment where everything is now ready to move into the theatre. We're going to get our flying car soon.
Yeah, so have you met the car yet?
Haven't met the car yet. No. We'll meet the car. We'll meet Chitty actually in person next week. So we're all very excited about that.
This is the thing, because you have to deal with, cast members usually in bits of scenery. But, flying cars on the Gaiety stage, I think this is a first.
I think it is a first. It's a first. And it's going to be fantastic. We've seen pictures of the car and it just looks absolutely great.
And you've got a great cast as well.
Oh, well, we were saying this last night, actually. Chris, our director, was saying it can't just be all about the car. So it's a fantastic cast. Lisa Kreisky and Chris Kane are the Baron and Baroness, and they're always fantastic on stage. And then Laura Piggott, who's away at drama school at the moment, but she's back playing Truly Scrumptious. Tom Dickerson is playing Caractacus Potts. He's at Arts Ed school at the moment, but he's come over along with some other boys from Arts Ed. Mark Doherty's playing the evil child catcher. He's terrifying. Even in rehearsals, he's terrifying to watch. Ben Heath's also playing a part, and
he's always good value, isn't he?
He's great. Yeah, really good. So it is a fantastic cast, and the youngsters who are playing Jeremy and Jemima, two sets of children playing those. They're fantastic as well. So it's a really great cast and some tunes that everybody knows.
Well, this is the thing. You've got sort of Truly Scrumptious in there. The Chitty theme. Everybody knows Toot Sweets. There's some big songs there.
There are, yeah. By the end of the show, everyone will be coming out Chitty Bang Bang, Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, totally humming away.
Definitely, and some big dance routines as well.
Yeah, there are some amazing dance routines. You may not be surprised to hear I'm not doing any of those big dance routines, but just watching the dancers doing them and how they've been put together and seeing the choreography come together, it's just astounding, actually. And I'm just mesmerised by people who can dance like that, because I really can't, and I've got two left feet. So the dance numbers are extraordinary. Me Old Bamboo, particularly, what the boys are doing in Me Old Bamboo is jaw-dropping.
That's it. There's a lot of cane going on there,
there are canes going on, yes.
Brilliant. We're looking forward to it. A week on Monday, it all opens. It runs for a fortnight at the Gaiety Theatre, all in association with Manx Radio. And we've got tickets to give away all next week. So make sure you listen out for that. More about Chitty and the local theatre scene as we go. But Mandy, first and foremost, we've brought you in to talk about the Manx Music Festival, the Guild, because, that is a massive part of your life, I think it's fair to say. It
is. And it has been for many, many years. I think from the first time I sort of went with school choir when I was at Peel Clothworkers School, I was just captivated by it and what took place there. And so it's been a bit of an obsession ever since, really.
Because did you do your dissertation on the Guild
at
university?
Pretty much. Yeah. So I pretty much wrote a PhD about the Guild. That's how obsessed I was with it. It was basically whilst I was away, so I could still come back and take part in the Guild.
Yes, I was thinking, worked that one out well,
how
didn't
can
you?
I engineer this? Yeah. I'll make it the topic of the dissertation. It's really interesting. My dissertation was kind of about how people sort of forge their identity. They might be doing something completely different in their outside jobs, but then when it gets through those doors of the Villa Marina, it's kind of like a great level playing field, and it kind of doesn't matter what you do in the outside world. What happens when you get onto that stage, that's what's important there.
Because there is something, because thousands and thousands, long thousands of people over the 120 plus years the Guild has been going have been on that stage, and there is something. I know you've performed at sort of venues all over the world, but I think you'll say this yourself, that actually standing out there on that stage, looking out into the Royal Hall, there's nothing quite like it for getting the nerves going.
No, it's terrifying. It's absolutely above and beyond the most scary thing I think you could do. Even now, I mean, I don't really sing so much in the solo classes now, but even now when I get up there, my legs turn to jelly. I can't remember my words. I can't remember who I am. I can't remember what day it is. And why do we do it to ourselves? I don't know, but we do year after year after year. And it is great. It's there's obviously the competitive side, and there's obviously somebody comes first and somebody comes second. But I think it's so much more than that. It's people coming together, sort of celebrating what they can do, doing things they perhaps don't think they were able to do, and the festival atmosphere and the festival element of it is really important as well.
Now, Jeff, got to ask you, have you ever took part in the Guild?
I don't think I ever have, actually. Well, I think when I was about 8 years old, I had piano lessons, and my piano teacher made me do performance poetry, so I had to stand up and read a poem. So that's probably given me a bit of a bad association with the Guild.
We need to get you in Battle of the Bands, really, next year, don't we? That's the thing. We need to get you signed up for that because, it's broadened out so much, the Guild, over the years. And Mandy will talk more about that as we go. But, we're talking today all about singer-songwriters on the island, the very broad music scene. The Guild is right at the epicentre of that because, actually, it does involve thousands of people, whether it's performers, mums, dads, people going to watch on a yearly basis.
It does. I think, I can't think what the exact entries were this year, but they were sort of well above 2,000 individual competitors and group competitors taking place. And then, like you say, when you have the mums and dads and grannies and granddads and brothers and sisters and people coming along to support as well, it does reach an extraordinary amount of people. And what's really been nice in recent years is the school choirs have kind of started to build up again as well. They sort of had dropped down a little bit, but interest in that in the schools seems to be coming up, and I think that can only be a good thing. And then, like you say, Battle of the Bands, so it's not just about the people who are perhaps interested, I suppose, in the more classical side of things or what you might associate with choral singing. Anybody who wants to come, there's whatever you're interested in, there is something to do at the Guild, so that's really good as well. And like you say, the committee are really working hard to try and broaden it out so it can appeal to as many people as possible.
There we go.